My professor shared my trauma essay with the entire class as an example. Now the university president is begging me not to sue. Last Thursday, I walked into my Creative Vixas seminar to find my classmates staring at me with a mix of pity and fascination. My professor had just finished reading my deeply personal essay about surviving assault to the entire class per toe without my permission. Today, I am sitting across from the university president watching him sweat. I wrote that essay for our Writing Through Trauma assignment. Professor Mitchell encouraged us to dig deep and promised our work would be confidential. I trusted him. I wrote about the night my ex-boyfriend broke into my apartment 3 years ago, chose something I've told exactly 2 people in my life. When I walked in late that day, he was already halfway through my essay, and as his footsteps came closer, I realized no one was coming to save me. I froze in the doorway as 27 heads turned to look at me. Professor Mitchell smiled and said, here is our talented writer now, Anirin. This is what raw emotional honesty looks like. My body went numb. I grabbed my backpack and ran out, hearing him call after me, Emma, wait, I was complimenting you. In the bathroom, trembling and sick, I called my roommate Jess. She arrived in minutes with her pre-law study group. They helped me document everything, Pirtle taking statements from classmates who witnessed it, sprants of the assignment instructions promising confidentiality, and recordings of me asking Professor Mitchell why he shared my work. It was too powerful not to share, he said, looking genuinely confused. Besides, it's my class. All submitted work becomes teaching material. That's when Jess's friend Marcus pulled out his phone. Actually, sir, that's not how Reserpay works. He started recording. Could you repeat what you just said about student work becoming your property? Professor Mitchell's face changed now. I didn't say property. You are misrepresenting. We have 7 witnesses who heard you, Marcus continued. Also, are you aware the university ethics policy specifically prohibits sharing student work without written consent? 2 days later, the dean of Chalciats called me personally. Yesterday, it was the Seclician. This morning, the university president's office reached out. Now I am sitting in a leather chair while President Wilson explains how deeply the university values student privacy, how Professor Mitchell has been placed on administrative leave, how they want to make this right without unnecessary escalation. I slide across the document Jess's pre-law group prepared. These are my terms, I say quietly. His eyes widen as he reads: full tuition coverage for my remaining 2 years, a formal apology, mandatory consent training for all faculty, and a clear policy change on student work ownership. This is quite extensive, he stammers. So is having my trauma read aloud as entertainment, I reply. You have until Friday to decide. He asks if I understand how this could damage Professor Mitchell's career. I lean forward. Did you ask him if he understood how his actions could damage my mental health? The silence is my answer. As I leave his office, my phone buzzes with a text from Professor Mitchell. I was only trying to showcase exceptional writing. Why are you doing this? I type back. I am teaching you something about consent. Considerate required reading. Sometimes the most important lessons we learn in college aren't in the curriculum, and sometimes the people most in need of education are the ones at the front of the classroom.